And we are live. What's good, y'all? It's your man, D.O. Saint. Welcome. I really want to know podcast, man. How y'all doing out there? Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. It's hump day, guys. Happy hump day. You're halfway through the week, man. Hope all is well on your end. All is well on mine. As you guys can see, I'm back here just doing my thing, working hard, trying to make it happen. Um, just cranking out videos. I'm making videos and scheduling them to be dropped during the week. I'm all the way up through next Tuesday. I did a video today earlier talking about the debt wall. Hope you guys check that out. Let me know what you think about that. And I was on the phone with one of my people, and one of the closest people to me. You know what I mean? Like talking about like my inner circle. Like, no one gets closer to me than this woman right here. Like she is like like she calls me like, oh, you're my BFF. I mean, I don't really BFF. Can we make that sound tougher? She's like, I don't want it to sound tough. But anyway, we were talking today, and it's kind of talking about the sexual marketplace and how things are changing and how dynamics are shifting with money and success and with women and men. And we're gonna have I'm gonna have to do a show on this. I mean, because it's really good. Like she just getting me to think in different ways. And I'm like, oh man, we're going back and forth. Again, I have some of the best conversations offline, man. I wish I could just snap my fingers and the cameras come on and we can just capture the moment. But we're definitely gonna do it. We're gonna, we're gonna do it. That's gonna be a great conversation. But today we're gonna be talking about Abba from Abba and Preach, man. Again, y'all know I was sitting down when this story broke 2 months ago, so I'm just now catching up, and I'm just blown away. Like, bro, really him? Really, dude? Like, and the thing that gets me now is, it's been 2 months or so, 3 months, however long it's been. It seems the facts apparently seem to be out there. He's not disputing anything really, and then they're just back to normal. They're back to business as usual over there on Abba Preach, and Abba's climbed back on his high horse. He's still morally superior. Like, what, bro? Didn't you just have 3 baby mamas? So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about it. And, Abba is judging dating again. Should he, though? Should he? Let's get into it. And we are live. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the I Really Want to Know podcast, y'all. Like, I hope you guys are doing well out there. Hope you guys are doing well. Miss AKA Lady is in the building. What's good, sis? How are you feeling? Shout out to you. As soon as you log off work, I'll be popping up. Yeah, that's what it is. I appreciate that, sis. I'm just doing it. It is what it is. Let's see. What's this? 6 Dig E Pass. Hey, brother, glad to see you're doing good. Off to work. You had an awesome day. Thank you. Same to you. Same to you. Appreciate you, fam. That's what's up. Oh. That's my man. That's my man's in them right there. Brother Cagle. Yes, you're on your way to work, man. Do your thing. Oh, thank you, man. That's a Don DeMarco. I'm so glad that you were able to pop in there, man. Don DeMarco, bro. This man right here, he kept me alive, bro. Him and his brothers in there, they kept me alive. They kept their eyes on me, man. They do. Man, I'm so glad that you were able to, jump in there, man. Appreciate you, bro. Please keep doing what you're doing. And when you make it shift in your career, when you make your transition, man, please stay safe. Please stay safe. Like, we need you. We need more men like you in that field, in law enforcement, period. Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, Dep. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. You have no idea how much I appreciate you, brother. You really don't. You are doing the Lord's work. You know what I mean? All y'all are. You know what I mean? You know who I'm talking about. You passed yesterday. That's what's up, man. Congratulations. You know my concerns. Just do what you're supposed to do, Marine. Just do what you're supposed to do, man. Because and I'm gonna be praying for you. I'm gonna be praying for you the way you guys like to pray.
Pray! This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
So I got you in my prayers, bro. I'm gonna be saying that Marine Corps prayer for you. So good to hear from you, man. So damn good. So that Humilitas First, comma LLC. It's Humilitas First, and it's like comma LLC or Humilitas First LLC. You got to put the LLC on there, and that'll get you to that guy's page that I was telling you about. Humilitas First LLC. You got to put LLC in there. I was wondering why it wouldn't come up. I found it right away. I'm glad you're here. I hope you got that message. Check out his content. Humilitas First, man. Great content. Check out his content. It's right up your alley. You'll love it. Brother Pablo's in the building. What's good, fam? How are you feeling, man? Let's show you some love. Yeah, Humilitas First LLC. I knew I was forgetting something, man. You're gonna love his content. I'm a big fan of his content, bro. Check him out and then get back to me. Let me know what you think. And then Brother Pablo was like, "Yeah, man, he saw Abba show months ago. And his girlfriends. He had 3 of them, I guess, at the same time. He, shot up the club all 3 times, bro. But he was getting it, man, getting some. He was getting some for real, bro. It's like he was getting it.
Get some.
Yeah, that was Albert getting some, man, shooting up the club. But yeah, man, and those, I don't think any of those kids made it. To be honest with you, it is what it is, man. They decided to do what they decided to do. He was like, look at DL somewhat praying, making motion. Hey, I'm spiritual. I do my thing. You know what I mean? I don't believe in the churches, so to speak, but I'm spiritual. I do my thing. So yeah, man, we're gonna talk about Abba from Auburn Preach, and I just want to bring back, there was a content creator who was talking about this 3 months ago. I just want to, kind of start the show with her, and then we'll get into. I just want to bring back everybody's memory. We'll start with her. Let me pull this up real quick, and we're just gonna dive right into it. I mean, most people don't need a refresher, but for those of us who do need a refresher, let's bring it up. So right now I'm probably glitching a little bit. Whenever I move my cursor and I'm doing the producing stuff, it glitches. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get a new system. I'm gonna get a new computer. I'm gonna use my current system that I have now for when I take the vote. Right, I got all my lighting and all that stuff together. I can pack it all with. I got my CZ camera. I'm probably gonna get 2 more of these Sony's. These things, I catch a good deal on one. I could probably get one between $300 and $600. I think I paid $350 for this one. I think maybe I paid $700. I can't remember, but I'm gonna go. Your boy be at the. I'll be at the what do you call those places? The pawn shops. I'll be looking for cameras, and if they're in good condition, man, I jump right on them. So I'm gonna get a couple more cameras, and I got to get a switcher. I got to get a video switcher. So we're constantly making upgrades here. So by the end, I would say Q4. By the end of Q4, I should have most of that stuff in. And then I'm gonna get the new computer. Brother Pitney was telling me what I need to do, what I need to get in that system that's gonna make this better, way better. And I'm gonna do it. So shout out to Brother Pitney. I don't think he's here yet, but shout out to him. Shout out to him. We got devil dogs all over the place, man. What's happening, man? I feel you. What's good? Shout out to your fellow devil dog checking in. And how you been? Holla, holla, holla. That's what's up, man. I've been all right, bro. I still be doing my share of that holla, holla, holla stuff. You know what it is. Holla, 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 holla. Let me holla. I still be doing it. And, we old school with it. But yeah, I got quite a few devil dogs over here, man. I love all y'all, bro. I love my airborne, all my military service members. You know what I mean? Y'all hold a special place in my heart, man. I'm with you. We're all brothers and sisters in arms. And right now, over in Iran, over in the Middle East, man, you know, our people are going through it, man. We're losing too many brave warriors, man. And I'm gonna do a show on that, because if I do this, if I start talking about it now, I just get mad and I mess up everything. So we'll do a separate show on that. But shout out to all y'all. You know, that's our brothers and sisters, man. Like my extended family, man, my military people. But we're gonna do this quick review, right? So this sister, and I thought I wanted to get, you know, because all the other videos I was watching came from dudes. I wanted to get, you know, female take on what Abba was doing and how that went down. So we're gonna watch a little bit of this video, and then you know, I'm gonna do some talking, and then I'm gonna show another video of actually from just a few days ago, where we're talking about some dating show and some lady or whatever. Abba and Priest were talking about her. So I just want to let's just play this to just kind of refresh everyone's memory on what's going on, and we'll continue. So here we go.
But he does admit that he smashed Raw after meeting her one time. I already watched the video, okay? Just throwing it out there. But, you know, it's only fair because I reacted to the other ladies and their side, so it's only fair that we get his side as well. So I will react to this. So it's almost 40 minutes, so I watched it to see what the most, you know, important parts were. The first 30 minutes, he spends it, you know, rehashing how crazy the ex-girlfriend is, which is Libby, and how she, you know, has lied about some things, except the pregnancy, because he himself told Preach that he knew for sure she was pregnant. Because in one of the previous live streams, Preach was like, was she even pregnant? I don't believe she was pregnant. And he's like, no, she was pregnant. Trust me, I know. You know, so he admits that she was pregnant. But he said that she lied about other things and, you know, basically, you know, painting the picture that she's crazy. And my thing is, we already know that. No shade to this Libby lady, but we can see she's not wrapped too tight. You know, she is a little off. She's definitely toxic. So we have already established that many videos ago. But he's
crazy girls got the best sex, man. I'm telling you, that's Mother Nature's way of keeping crazy in the gene pool. I understand.
Seems to keep, you know, going in on that and making that the focal point of the video, which I find to be interesting. But the last about 8 minutes of the vid, he does address the other women and them being pregnant. So let's just hear what he has to say.
I just felt like the whole relationship, she was fraudulent to me because who she presented herself to be was just not real. But still, I mean, it's still not, it's not my business. So fast forward to 2026, after ending things with Libby, that's when I meet Kiara. So with Kiara, after talking for a few weeks, we meet up. She ends up getting pregnant.
So he talks to Kiara for a few weeks, and then they meet up after a few weeks. So I'm guessing he met her online. She said that they met in like Discord or whatever. Maybe she was a fan of his. I'm not exactly sure. But she also said that. And they meet up, and he then has unprotected sex with her, skeets in her, and she gets pregnant. This is the one who had all the receipts. This is the video that I reacted to where she showed herself in the doctor's office, you know, with the pregnancy test. She had her paperwork. She had all her receipts lined up. She showed herself in Abba's house, you know, around Abba. You could hear his voice. So she had a lot of evidence, you know, to back up her claim. So he's acknowledging, you know, her situation as well, saying that she was pregnant.
Wants to keep it. I'm supportive, despite her offering for me to disappear and not be involved. I never blocked her after finding out she was pregnant. She just ended up having a miscarriage.
And that's what she showed in the vid. She showed the doctor saying that, you know, she was miscarrying. We understand that you were willing to, you know, be in the child's life, I guess, because some people were saying that, Abba is skeeting on all these women and he's trying to abandon the kids. I don't know if I believe that per se. We don't have enough evidence to point to that, but we do have evidence to point to the fact that Abba meets these women and barely knowing them at all, literally on their first meeting, he's sleeping with them unprotected and skeeting in them. We do know that. So that is something that is a bit odd. Why are you doing that exactly? That's very strange. And there are some people saying this is a bit odd. I don't trust these women because why are they all having abortions? Why are none of them having the baby? Because they don't know him. That's why. This is literally one night. It's kind of like a one night stand, really. I mean, maybe you can't call it that because they continue to communicate to some degree after and before, but it's like they don't know him. That's why there's no baby.
It'll be
Who
like
wants
this
to have
one
a
time
baby
at
by a
band camp.
stranger? Sure, you can say, well, duh, you're supposed to wrap it up and you're not supposed to sleep unprotected with somebody you barely know, obviously. But once they already get past that, they can't go back in time. So it's like, okay, well, what's the next best choice? It's to get rid of the baby because I don't even know the baby daddy. I only met him once. I only met him in person one time. So maybe that's why. But this woman, she obviously had a miscarriage. But when we think of Libby, even though they were in a relationship, it didn't even last 6 months in total. So she barely knew Abba. With all the toxicity that took place in their relationship, they weren't even together half a year. And then the other girl from Switzerland, he's going to talk about her too.
You know, it really affected her. And read the screen text on here. You know, I don't have to be part of this pregnancy if I don't want to, but I always told her I would be. I would be supportive. Just a couple positive things about me right here. And yeah, you know, from that moment, we talked pretty regularly. She'd have her medical appointments because she was having some health issues and bleeding, and I was talking to her the whole time. Yeah, so the whole idea that I would get someone pregnant and just abandon them is not true.
Yeah, I don't believe that. And he also wanted to have the baby with Libby, and she even admitted to that. So I don't think that he's just trying to abandon the women, but you know, I do think it is odd that he's so eager to skeet in these women and, you know, create these broken homes because you don't even know these women. So you're not in a relationship with them. You don't even know if you're actually compatible with them. So the chances of you actually being with them, I mean, I don't think they're very high when they're strangers, you know? So I do think it's strange that he's so, you know, willy-nilly with his seed.
Just a couple positive things about me. Right here. So in 2021, I meet Azure at Amazon. When I say I mean we collabed online. We did a stream together.
Oh, this was the black lady that I posted at the end of my last video. She never said she was pregnant by Abba though, so that's why I didn't spend a lot of time on that. But he wants to address it.
He asked me for advice about different things. We talk about our lives. It's cool. There'd be some flirting here and there. So yeah, 2 times when she visited Montreal, she wanted to meet up. I said no, so we just didn't meet up. Second time we were both seriously considering meeting up, and we never met up. Nothing happened between us. Early on, she tried visiting Montreal, and I'm actually coming tomorrow morning. What area are you in? You can ignore me. And I said, I will, don't worry.
Damn.
Now, might seem harsh, but we're joking. So now we're in the final act, okay? Here's what happens. She's obviously wanting things, and I go, and then she replies to me with something that's really weird and shit.
I'm not capable of flings like I used to be. Interesting.
We formed
so
3 or 4.
Easy. I enjoy our flirting, but I don't think it would be possible for us to date. This was years ago.
He says, I could have easily fucked you over and said you brought me on your show just to fuck me. Mind you, we never met up once. We didn't share nudes, nothing. And I was like, oh shit, this went left real quick. And she goes, I didn't go left at all. I'm like, you've been saying this is just light and not serious at all forever, which she did. She would say this very often. In my head, I'm like, well, why would you threaten to blackmail me? And so I said to her,
that is weird.
No, this is weird. Please don't be texting me going forward. I prefer. Yeah, just cut contact, and I haven't spoken to her since, even though.
Oh, okay. All right. We just wanted to do that. Just a reminder, just a refresher, right? That's what's going on. I'm just looking at the chat, man. I didn't, I did not know about the sex, the walking around. Yo, Miss AKA lady, what was that about, man? Like a dog, the fetish thing, the whole different level. I mean, I knew about the pictures, you know what I mean, when he's like, you know, masturbating and sending those pictures to the girls and all that. I knew about that. But but again, that's grown-up business. Like, what you do in your bedroom, in your bathroom, in your kitchen, in your living room, man, in your garage, in your car, your business, you know what I mean? Like, marriage causes divorce. What's good, fam? Good to see you. He is smashing baddies. He's not just paying for it outright. I mean, of course, you're gonna, as a man, you're gonna be paying. I think you mentioned that he's a high value man. Absolutely. I mean, he's a high earner for sure. His game is not that strong. He's learning all the lessons that everyone else learned. From Shannon Sharp all the way down to Fresh. He's learning the same thing. And this is something that, hey guys, take this away, man. The game don't care, bro. The game is the game. And you're gonna have, when you get to a certain level, man, women gonna come and holler at you, bro. And you ain't even gotta be on like the world stage that big. If you the dude in your neighborhood, if you the dude in your city, You're gonna have women coming at you, man. Period. That's just how it works. Donald J. DeMarco on the building. Yeah, he's shooting up every club, bro. So, and my thing is, I don't have a problem with any of that, right? Keeping it 100. I don't have a problem with any of that. Dude's a G. He got to a position where, you know, I believe he was never banging women of this caliber. I don't think he had the game. Right now, he got this clout, which, bro, it just shot him to the top, and he's doing his thing. But the problem was, while he was doing this, and again, I don't have a problem with it, but while he was doing it, he talking down to other dudes who were doing the same thing. Actually, what Abba was doing seemed to be worse, especially when he got to the point where he was, you know, doxing these women and doing what he's doing. I mean, he was really using that position that he had to put some warheads on foreheads, bro. He was doing his thing. You know, none of the babies got here. I mean, it is what it is. And people are like, I can't believe that, you know, like, look, you know, little shorty, you know, the woman whose video we were watching, she's like, I can't believe, you know, he's just meeting these women, and then they meet for the very first time, and he bangs them. Like, you can't believe it? I can. That happens all the time. All the time. I'm sitting here now, guys. I messed up. I did something wrong. Here it is. I was trying to hit the button, so it's not there. Fixed, fine. But of course they did. Men are gonna be men. Period. Ladies, men want to smash. There it is. Now, how he gets there comes in many forms, right? You can use your Lamborghini, right? You can use your clout. You can use your money. You can use your game. You can use your humor. You can use your physique. You look a certain way, you know what I mean? You can, there's an endless amount of game and variance of game to get to that objective, which is to smash. Right? That's what dudes want to do. And then along the way, guys do whatever they got to do. Some dudes will absolutely get married just so they can have sex. Absolutely, they'll do it. Dudes will absolutely propose marriage to you to smash. Absolutely, they'll do it. Right? So it's the game. And what gets me is how it's like, oh, bro, you know, you holier than now. You feel me? Like, oh, you brand new now. Like you out here talking about me. You out here talking about him. You out here talking about them, making money off of them. And you're doing the exact same thing. And this wasn't like 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, man. It was a couple months ago, a few months ago. You know what I mean? And I'm with marriage causes divorce, man. Dude, somebody needs to get Abba a pimp cup because he pimping. He pimping. He is, right? He is more red pill than any other red pill dudes I've ever met in the mental swamp. This dude's a G with it. He is a G with it. He should write a book and talk about what kind of game he was using. You talking mad crazy about these dudes out here. Again, on your moral high horse. And you know, the best part of Abba's game is his community, his people, the world that they built, they still with him. They still with him. That's what got me crazy about this. Like, yo, that's, I mean, and I guarantee you, he's probably got more women now than he did then. And if Abba's smart, what he'll do is get fixed. Y'all hear me talking about this all the time. You got a decision to make as a dude. You know, you walking around, you know, he's walking around with this, I got low sperm count, girl. So, you know, I shouldn't, you know, I don't really need to wear no condom because I got low sperm count. 3 babies? Your spermies ain't that low, son. Them rounds coming out live. Them ain't no duds. Get fixed. Get fixed. If I was sitting here talking to Abba, I was like, yo, man, you should get fixed. Because if he thinks he's just going to use discipline and his moral superiority to not fall prey or, you know, not lust after these beautiful women from all over the world, he's out of his mind. He's out of his mind. Right? It's just crazy. And Ms. AK lady is saying that Abba turned into every guy he preaches against. I was flabbergasted, and she's laughing. You know what I mean? He pretty as fuck, but better not tell another chick can't have babies again in order to hit raw. Hey man, he's still doing that. He's still doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did rip it. I'm ripping them all, man. I listen to y'all. Like I listen to y'all, brother. I rip them all now. It doesn't glitch as much, but I still get some glitching. And I think when I upgrade to the new system, we'll be fine. I'll be able to just do it seamlessly. And I appreciate that, bro. I listen to y'all, man. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Only Tyrone's can pull off the Lee's movie, you know, W ABBA. Yeah, man. Let me put my glasses on real quick. Only Tyrone's can pull off the least move. Yeah. Only Tyrone's, man. Please. There's some Chads out there doing it. There's some Hunters out there doing it. This game is universal. We got Manjo in the building. What's happening, fam? You know what I'm saying? ABBA Prince CEO. Hey, man, ABBA is running game, man. Dudes run game. This is how it goes. And it's the thing that gets me is not only is this type of games extremely effective, right? We could see from this thing, but once he got caught, I'm telling you, he's got more women in his DMs now than ever before. Because now the hood rats, you know what I mean? Like the trailer park chicks, they in there now. Oh, he like that? You heard what Miss AKA lady said. She's like, man, I didn't even think he was like that. I really believe the persona he was putting out there. So did all the other people who was watching him. Now they're like, oh, now the lower tier chicks, the chicken heads in the hood, you know what I mean? Like the hood types, they're like, oh, that's what he doing? I could get flued out. Hey, but that's what they in them DMs. Boy, you want to talk about target. He's a super target now, man. And he is living a dream, bro. He is a super target now. So, and again, I don't know why he just doesn't embrace it, but I guess he doesn't have to. You know what I mean? I guess he just doesn't have to, bro. He just doesn't have to do it. So let's get into the notes, man. I got show notes, man. I mean, let's get into the show notes now. I even had one of his supporters jump in the comments on one of the videos I did, because I've already did. This might be number 4. I'm way behind. Just imagine if I was home. If I was home when this popped off, bro, I'd have been doing ABBA 24/7. Pause. I would have been doing ABBA videos 24/7. You know what I'm saying? They'd have been tuning in thinking they're going to hear Dancing Queen. End up like, nah, this has been me in here talking about how ABBA is just out here savagely just slaying these chicks, running all up in them, bro. Get some. That's all you'll be hearing. I'm going to make some more videos too, bro. I had no idea that ABBA was out, just out there slaying it. Just slaying it. I bet you he was dancing to this while he was smashing them.
Tell what in Frisco I say.
You know what I have to tell him, say. Big up my girl on the side, cause of them flex the best.
Flexing, boy. That boy was out there, boy, flexing now. Flex, boy. Flex, time to have flex. Time to have sex. He was on that, bro. Dr. B's in the building. What's good, fam? The show, more fire. Boom, 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 boom. That's what he was doing. I ain't mad at him either, bro. I ain't mad at him. Ladies, I hope y'all are paying attention. This is how it goes. Men smash what they can. And if you get to the top, if you go from just being invisible 80 dude, which is what ABBA was. He was an invisible 80 guy with a little bit of game, right? He was dancing. Why was he trying to do the dancing in the dance group? Because that's where the hot chicks are. If y'all don't know, I keep trying to tell you, right? Be good at something. You know what I mean? We talk about that all over here. Be good at something. I don't know how good he was at dancing, but he was good enough. He's running around with the dance troops. Then he starts getting into stand-up. I don't know if that was a sequence, but he's doing both. Why was he getting into stand-up? Again, an opportunity to get on stage, an opportunity to shine. And their women come to stand-up shows. They come in big groups. What do you think the bachelorette parties be going to before they go out to the club? They normally go into a comedy joint if they can. Whether to get, ladies, happy hour ladies, they come into the comedy joint. Now, all you have to do is be funny for your 3 minutes, your 5 minutes, halfway funny, and just kind of kick it outside. These women to come up and talk to you. That's why he was doing it. He had no real game. Probably had enough game to smash here and there, but then bam, YouTube came. He shot to the top. He went from being bottom 80 to high value man. Same dude. And now all those women that all he could do is just sit back and watch and dream and maybe run his little game on and just little Rudy Poo game. And they was like, oh, you're nice. Run along now. Run along now. Now they coming at him. Now they coming at him. Slaying. You right about that, bro. Murder. And them boy out there get me and make it happen. And now they screaming murder. You know what I mean? He flexing on these chicks now. Bro. That's all I'm saying, man. Shout out to, hey, man. Hey, man, that's the Don DeMarco album, man. I'm just saying. He a G.
Don DeMarco.
He a G. And ladies, this is what guys do. They smash what they can. And if you can smash the very, very best, right? Marriage Cause Divorce said it himself. It wasn't nan ugly chick in the conversation. All dimes, all baddies, all fly. Some of them crazy. You know, that was good. I'm telling you, man, ain't nothing better than crazy girl. Crazy girl sex is the best sex, bro. You might get murdered for real, though. You just, you know, that's you taking a chance, bro. You close your eyes around her, bro. You never know what happened when my eyes open up again. You never know what might happen. Right there, but okay, now I got all that out. You know, I had to get that out. Get it out. Y'all know I'm old too, boy. Whew. That took a whole lot, man. Hold on, let me give me some water. Hold on. Got all that out. Where's my Robitussin? Let me get some Robitussin up in here. Now let's break this down. Should Abba be out here judging dates, judging people again? Should he really, y'all? Right? Should he really? So today, it's not really just about Alba, man. And it's about credibility. And that's really what I wanted to talk about. Shout out to ChatGPT, because I was trying to make a hit piece, but ChatGPT told me, nah, I'm going to read you what ChatGPT said. So I put in what I wanted to do. You know, I put in this long thing about what I'm going to do. Like, okay, help me structure this show out. And ChatGPT came back and said, actually, he's like, I actually think there's more compelling angles than simply asking, has enough time passed? Right? This is what Chat said. A stronger framing is, can you separate the messenger from the message, or does hypocrisy invalidate good advice? I was like, damn you, computer. Damn you, ChatGPT. You're making sense. I was like, you're making sense. It was like, that lets you criticize what you see as hypocrisy without assuming that the person's past automatically makes every future option or every future opinion worthless. It also creates a more nuanced discussion for your audience. And here's how I'd structure it. Don DeMarco to ChatGPT, man, because I just want to do it. I wanted to do a hit piece.
Don DeMarco.
I wanted to do a straight up hit piece. I did. I wanted to do a hit piece. And even though, you know, like, you know, me, Myron and Fresh, you know, we had a hiccup or whatever. I understood why Myron and Fresh had such a problem with Abba, because Abba came down with a mission. He came down as a sapper, and he came in there when Myron and Fresh were kind of doing their thing. He came in there and completely derailed what they had going on. Now, granted, Myron and Fresh walked right into it. They walked right into that ambush without realizing it. They opened the gates and let the guy in. Complete Trojan horse. You know what I mean? Homage to Odyssey is out there. Y'all know I'm doing I'm creating a review show. We're gonna be talking about movies. Definitely gonna be talking about the Odyssey. So many people are saying how good it is. Historically. I mean, anyway, we'll save that for another time. But Abba came in there like straight up Trojan horse. He came in there like, oh man, you know, we're all good. We're cool, hanging out. Go back and watch that video, bro. I'm willing to bet that Abba probably smashed a couple of them chicks. And if he didn't, like the girls that were on the panel, if he didn't, I know he was trying to holler. But he was in Miami, and you know, the way he dressed, the way he moves, Miami chicks don't really dig that. So, I mean, if he would just dressed a little bit better, he probably could have smashed a couple of them. But anyway, he walked in, and I was just kind of like, man, this guy right here, this is a real snaky dude. Preach was like, I'm not even going in there. I respect that. Preach was like, nah, I ain't mess with them dudes. When dudes are clowns or whatever Preach was saying. He stood on it. He stood on it like, nah, I'm not going in there. Outstanding. I can appreciate that. But Abba went in there and he did the Abba thing, and he completely derailed Fresh and Fit. Yeah, they were able to bounce back from it. Yeah, they came back better, but still, I had a problem with that dude from that day forward. Same thing with Destiny. He did the exact same thing with Destiny, right? So it's just like, nah, man, y'all don't see this? Y'all don't see this? And then for this to come out, I'm thinking like, all right, here it is, man. What do they say? They say karma's a bitch, right? What did they say? And it came back, and then boom, here he is. Less than 90 days later, business as usual. Matter of fact, business is even better because Abba is in the shooting up the Cub, banging 304's raw business. And cousin, business is a booming. I bet your business is a booming for him, and I ain't mad at him. It's not jealousy coming from me because I've been there, done that. I know what he's doing, right? I know what he's doing. But that guy has no honor. That's my thing. He has no honor. Now, again, ChatGPT talking me off the hill. It walked me back. The computer walked me back. AI was like, I feel you. But let me walk you back a little bit, right? And let's talk about this. Let's talk about credibility, right? Can someone who recently admitted to behavior many people would consider deceptive or unethical still position themselves as a moral commentator on dating? Or should we judge ideas separately from the person delivering them? Right? Because a lot of what he's saying is spot on. 100% spot on. A lot of what he's saying is spot on. Right? He ain't wrong. There's a lot of people out there who hate Andrew Tate. Hate him, can't stand him. But if Andrew Tate tells you 1 and 1 is 2, or if Andrew Tate tells you don't go in that building, it's on fire, and he's telling the truth, 1 and 1 is 2. You look at the building, it is on fire. But I hate you, Andrew Tate, so I'm not accepting your math. 1 and 1 is fucking peanuts, and I'm going to go into the burning building. I'm going to get hurt. Man, that's on you. Like, the information, should it be judged on its own merit, or should we only judge it based on the person who is delivering the message, right? And that's why they say don't kill the messenger, right? So ChatGPT just kind of stepping me away from this cliff. So, and then we did a recap already, man, right? We talked about the 3 women that was going down, that he was banging raw. We know it's more than that, but it was the 3 that came forward. And then it was like this black woman. I didn't know about her. Was she number 4? But she wasn't pregnant. Oh, girl was talking about that. And then it was a woman out of North Carolina. Was she part of the 3? So we know if the 3 or 4 came forward, there's probably another 10, 15, 20, 30 in the background that he smashed and that didn't come forward. That's just part of it. Again, just proves the point that he was out there getting it. He was smashing them. So we know about the 3 women, the same time period, multiple pregnancies, the public reaction, his response, and accountability, right? So did the public forgive him, or did everyone simply move on? Now, as to the public, I'm part of the public. I didn't really forgive him. That's why we're talking about this now. So I wouldn't say that the public necessarily forgave him, but his community, the community he built, the people that basically put money in his bank accounts, him and Preach, looks like they have moved on. I don't think that they forgave him. I just think they moved on. Like I said, I had one of their supporters going back and forth on one of those. It was in one of the chats of one of the videos I put out there. And, the guy was like, oh, you're clearly biased. And I'm like, 100%. I do not like Abba. Yes, 100% biased. Yes, I am. But what does that have to do with him doing what he was doing, and then at the same time trying to shit on the other guys who were doing the same thing? Was that part of his game too? Was that him just clearing the field, like getting more 304s for him? If I could take Fresh out, I can get his 304s. You know what I mean? And if I could take this guy over here out, I get his 304s. I could take Myron out, I get his 304s. Right? Like what was really going on? But we had a very respectful back and forth in the comments, and they're like, oh, you got to watch some other videos. You didn't get his perspective, and that's when I found old girl thing, because she put his response in there, and I'm like, oh, I got to go back and watch the whole thing. But I was like, okay. So now we got Abba, he's back to doing what he's doing, man. So let me catch up with the chats, man. Let me show these chats real quick. Just let me show them. I'm not gonna be able to read them all. Man, yeah, I was balls deep in the half of Canada. Damn, incredible to see. Yeah, man, he's doing his thing, bro. Just shooting it up raw. And people ask all the time, why would he do that? Why would he do it raw? Because it feels good. That's the way God created it, isn't it? You want to use the system the way the engineer designed it. God designed it to go raw dog, baby. Raw dog. It's the way it was designed. So again, real talk, guys. If you have something, like if you're out here, if you're paid, if you are indeed a high value man, if you are out here doing the thing, you got the bread, you really want to consider, in my opinion, vasectomy. Because even if you wearing condoms all the time, bro, they're not 100% effective. Those things do break. And then you might even get Draked, right? You know how Drake puts hot sauce in his or whatever, but let's say you don't put the hot sauce in, you put it, the girl grabs it, somehow gets a hold of your sperm, your semen, and kind of injects it in herself. You got to worry about that, man. So just get fixed. Talk to your doctor. Like, hey, doc, I'm killing it right now, making money. All these women throwing that they throwing that 304, they throwing that Foxy Brown at me, man. They trying to let me get it in there. You know what I mean? They let me flex. I'm a flex king. I'm a flex clean. You know what I mean? But if I get fixed, if I get a vasectomy, can we reverse it? What's the dangers behind that? Can it be done? Because I work with a friend, got a vasectomy, and then everything was going great, and then got divorced. One day he came home and his wife hit him with papers, got divorced, kind of rocked his world. Met another woman, and the woman, his new woman, wanted children, so he went and got unfixed. He got unfixed, had a baby, and then got fixed again. So that's something I would look into, especially if you're out here, if you're doing well. That's real talk. That's something to look into in today's world, something you want to think about. Now, if you're making so much money, like, you got more money than the king of England, I guess it really doesn't matter. You're just going to be taking care of women. You know what I mean? Like, you got the bread, you're going to do like Al Pacino. Like, yeah, I got $30,000 a month. Ain't no biggie. Here you go, baby. And shoot, let's have a couple more. But yeah, bro, it is what it is. It is what it is. Alpha, the first one's in the building. What's happening, fam? It's like, I have said this over and over. It will be women, not men, that will bring men to accept the truth coming from the red pill. Abba baby mamas is more proof of that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me just catch up with these Chinese, man. Most men only accept the red pill when women teach them through hard lessons. Facts. You know what I mean? Brother Ted's in the building. What's happening? Facts. You know what I mean? All these outside chicks will marry a rich simp and treat him like crap while secretly fantasizing about Abba at night. Not just fantasizing, they'll bang him. I was talking to my people today about that. There's a lot of women who are successful who marry men who aren't as successful as them. So they're actually playing the alpha role, especially in the finance department. So they kind of run that, and they just don't like their husband. You know what I mean? Like, they like him, but they don't love him. They don't have that burning desire. So what do? They go find a dude, maybe an Abba, maybe a priest, maybe an Uncle Saint, maybe a whoever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they go out and find a marriage cause of divorce, bang that dude, and then go back to their husband. We're starting to see a lot of that, man. Brother Ted's like, this has always been a hard question for me to answer. But over time, I have come to the conclusion the message is more important than the messenger. And I think you're right on that. The message, if the message is true, the math is the math, right? It's more important. But we got to talk about this. You know what I mean? I had that late test break on me. Ooh, I was shook. Yeah, I had that too, man. Dodge the bullet, though. Yeah, I've had that a couple times. But you got on your little Trojan, or say you trying something new, Duralux or something. You trying something new. You doing your thing. Like, man, this thing, wow, they right. This thing really does feel like you're not wearing anything at all. Then you finish, you look down there, and that thing is a split. It's split in two, man. It's all the way down around the base, bro. Like, no wonder it felt so good. You ain't wearing nothing. Bro, you just shot up the joint. Man, you want to talk about nervous. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. So nervous. But I want to show this other video. Let me see if I can pull it up. And it's probably going to be some glitching while I go through these files. My bad, guys. But it wouldn't let me put them both background. But here's the video when I was talking about this young girl who, let me hit pause real quick. It was this young girl on the Pop the Balloon challenge. She she was doing her thing, and I've been preacher talking about it. So let me pull this up real quick. It might be glitching. If it does glitch, I do apologize, but it's way better than it used to be, man. Just ask Brother Donald J. DeMarco, man. I was on the struggle bus over here for a minute. But we're getting better. We're getting better. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I can't find it. I can't find it. I'm trying to find it, and now I am back on the struggle bus. See, as soon as I open my mouth talking about the struggle bus, I am back on the struggle bus. I gotta hit some sort of window icon. Your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in the adjust bar to allow access. Trying to find it. I can't find it. Damn it. This is when I need a proper producer. I'm trying to figure this out. You want to see? Let's see if I can. Man, how come I messed up the volume and everything? I am really messing up over here, y'all. So, try one more again. Like, take the ABBA pill. Yeah, y'all must, man. That's game. That's game. That's almost Dark Triad game, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's almost Dark Triad game right there, what he's doing. Selling the dream. Selling the dream. So, all right, I'm able to get this thing up and running. So, here we go. So, this is the video that I saw a couple of days ago. And, it's ABBA back to doing what ABBA does. Saying what ABBA says. And I think that we should, My bad, guys. I am trying to. Here we go.
Tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how nasty this is, okay?
So, do you both have any final questions? If not, that's okay as well.
I have one thing to say. Okay. No, I was just joking. I'm just messing with you. Vibe, and you look really nice. That was just a joke. I do want to match.
Oh. Okay, let me ask my question then, I think. So is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
Okay, and is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
We got a match.
You should have said no.
Okay. Okay, so here we are with the follow-up.
Let me know, Candia. What's going on? Y'all making me nervous.
Well, we had a hangout session, I'll say that, like after we filmed the episode.
Not even a date.
A few of the matches, we all went out to Dave and Buster's and we just ate together, hung out, talked. And that is where our story ends, honestly, at Dave and Buster's.
So for those not following, they went out to eat after the show where they matched, and that's the last time that they saw each other. Now, listen to this next part.
It did not go past that. Yeah, something happened on my end. So
what happened?
Okay, so Dom, we were out all together, a few people. So Dom was sitting to the left of me, and then the last guy, actually Keith, he was sitting to the right of me. So they both were next to me, right? And Keith was he was catching my attention more, like more engaging and just having more conversation, like making me laugh, things like.
So another guy, so after she matched with him, more guys showed up for their turn. So one of the guys she didn't get to see, she started yapping to him at the get together.
And then I would like look over at Dom to see if he like cared, because I'm like, okay, he's kind of like grabbing my attention, like I'm pulled more in this direction, and then like but my match is right here, so I would like feel bad. I'm like, okay, like what are you doing over here? So I asked him like, what are you doing? Because he was just on his phone a lot of the time, and he was learning Spanish on Duolingo. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll go back over here and entertain and curate this connection that's going on.
Now here's the thing, like this is a good show. I mean, what they were covering. That's they do reactions. That's their thing. That's right up their alley. And again, it boils down to, okay, well, they're gonna get into their opinions. Like, are they wrong? Like we see a little shorty, we know what it is. You know, you got this cute girl. You was on this game show. This guy allegedly, you know, apparently he's an NFL guy, and this woman is out here doing her thing. And it's like, okay, she absolutely fumbled the bag, so to speak. But in her world, she's like, man, that's all she's around. She's around wealthy, handsome, fit, multi-millionaires. She's a dime. She's in them rooms. She's at the peak of her sexual marketplace value. And she's like, all right, dude, moving a certain way. He acting like a weirdo. Forget him. I'm going to go holler at these people. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Who we got here? We got Cody Kane in the building. What's happening? Welcome. Good afternoon to you. So let's keep going. Let's listen to a little bit more.
So me and Keith actually hit it off, and we carried on the night and just continued getting to know each other and just vibing. So I actually did enjoy my night, but it did turn unexpectedly. So yeah, we matched, but it didn't really go that far. Yeah, we've been talking ever since that day.
Okay.
Okay. Questions?
No, I have no questions.
Okay. I will say, her talking to some other dude and then getting upset that her match is on his phone is very funny to me.
Yeah, but just being on your phone, like you're on Duolingo. But I need to know how this happened. Which happened first?
Peep it.
Was it the Duolingo first, and then she was talking, or she was talking, so he said, man, fuck that shit.
No. So this is a get-together with a bunch of people. Naturally, you're going to talk to other people.
Yeah.
So here she is talking to some other dude, and they've been talking, they're laughing, they're flirting, right? And he's sitting there. He don't know her.
No.
They just matched. And she's like, does he care that I'm talking to this other guy? I was like, what do you want him to be, possessive?
Abba's making some good observations. He's probably thinking, well, normally when I first meet a woman after I've been talking to her online or she's been in my DMs trying to holler at me, when we first meet, we fucking. So I don't understand why dude is even at Dave & Buster's. Then you take her home first and smash, shoot up the club, take a shower, and then go to Dave & Buster's. I think that's what's in Abba's mind, because that's the game he's running, which makes sense to me. Right? And then in all seriousness, because I did mean that, but in all seriousness, fellas, if you're taking a woman out, and it's the first time, it's y'all first date, y'all first get together, do not take her to a space where there's a whole bunch of other people, especially if she's really social and you're not that social, right? If you're going to do that, which I highly recommend you don't, you got to save that to when y'all got everything established, right? Up front, that first date, this needs to be just you and her. And again, it should be something that don't cost that much, like some ice cream, like go take a walk in the park, go take a walk along the boardwalk, get in one of those carriages or something, a horse-drawn carriage or something. Like do something cool where it's just you and her and y'all get to talk. The problem with a lot of these football guys, or just athletes in general, they have zero game. They're not accustomed to trying to entertain a woman or keep a woman, keep her attention. They have zero game. This dude was probably really digging her, like, man, I like her. I want to try to holler at her. And obviously, because he's still trying to holler, but don't take her somewhere where it's going to be a bunch of other people, because if you're boring, which is like the cardinal sin number one, if you are boring, she's going to move on quick. She might still, let you like share the Uber with you, or she might, jump in your Range Rover or your G-Wagon so you can drop her off at home. But she's going to get dude number and she's going to circle back to the other guy, especially if he's another football player like you. So that's where dude went. That's where he went wrong. These guys don't have game. They have access to all these beautiful women. They don't really have to try, and their focus is on their craft, on their sport, right? As it should be. But they don't have the game. This is why so many men wind up in the Mano swamps. Why so many men wind up in the red pill world, right? But Alba is sitting there, and he's like, I don't understand. How come dude didn't smash her already? Normally when I meet a girl, first thing I do is bring her to the house. I'll bust them guts, and then we go out.
Want him to? You just met. So naturally, him as a dude who's like just chill, he's like, I'm gonna just let you do your thing.
I'm at that.
What was going through your mind? Like, what were you thinking when you're seeing this happening? Like, let me know.
I don't think he cared.
No. Oh, you see that? Did you see?
Yeah, I know. She knows she's wrong.
Yeah, she knows she's wrong.
She knows she's wrong.
Catch that?
she, you know, she had a good personality. And then I feel like when we went to Dave and Buster's after we discussed as a group, the whole dynamic switched, and it was a big difference in what I was saying and what she was saying and what was being shown. Every once in a while, direct attention back to me, but I'm like, after you kind of push that on me, okay, whatever. So then the waitress comes out.
His feelings hurt.
And this is where I really didn't rock with the story, because she's saying like it just ended like that. It was really the second part that I felt kind of was disrespectful. So of course I was gonna cover the date because I'm a gentleman. My mom raised me well. So I told the waitress before, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just get me and my matches and then we're gonna go from there. So boom, checks started to come around, and the two new matches basically, and her cousin, they all went to a club or something, but I wasn't informed of this club information. Maybe they would have said something about my back, but I was kind of handling the bill whole thing.
What did I say? I ain't even see this part. She was on with the other people, man, and she had it all set up. So she's gonna leave, like Mr. AKA, it's respectful to leave with who he came from, but it's also respectful not to, you know what I'm saying, like throw the guy under the bus. It's like show a little respect. And it sounds like she was trying to be slick about it. She was trying to like, well, let me, hey, look, hey, here's the deal. As soon as I get rid of this guy, I'm gonna come holler at y'all. Where y'all gonna be at? Okay, boom. Shoot me the location. I'm gonna be over there. Right. And then probably the guy she's hollering at, like, no worry, I'll send you an Uber and everything. All right, cool, bet. He's paying the bill, he comes back. So that's what he's talking about. And I ain't gonna lie, like this guy, this football player dude, whoever he is, he doesn't sound like he's a player. He sounds like the good guy. He sounds like the dude who's actually looking for a wife. And guess what's gonna happen to him? Right? This is what happens. This is like, ladies, this is it. It ain't our fault. It's not our fault that dudes get red pilled. It ain't our fault that dudes become players. It's not our fault. These dudes, they fall in love quick. He's already in love with this girl because she's cute and everything, and he's trying to holler at her. He's trying to be respectful. Meanwhile, she's trying to get her back blown out. He just shouldn't be hollering at her. Like, bro, why would you? If I was his agent, like, man, why are you even going on that show? What are you doing? If you go on a show like that, you're supposed to just go blow her back out, man. You ain't supposed to be trying to marry this chick. What's wrong with you? Right? This guy needs guidance.
And I turn around and they gone. So
they dipped. Yeah.
Ditch, cut to wherever y'all went to. I still don't. I think you might have texted me next day or a day after that and said, "Oh, I don't know what happened," but it's like.
Yeah, I did feel bad about that. How the night ended.
You did feel bad about it, but what did you say about it? A quick text the next day morning.
Woo! So, guys, I just want y'all to think. You get mad with a girl, you go somewhere, you see her leave with another dude, she leave you with the bill, she don't see nothing.
No, she leaves while you're paying. So she expected you to pay.
This Albert be making when he be busting up in these chicks. Those the faces he be making when he be busting up in them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Sorry about the glitching, guys. Sorry about the glitching. But is that the face he be making? Because that's what's plastered in my mind. Plastered in my mind. But and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Let me come out of this. I'm gonna leave it there. So we got to see where they were going with this, right? We got to see what Abba and Pre talking about, which is, again, this is right up their alley. This is what they do. Are they wrong? No. Like, was Lil Shorty wrong? I'm gonna say no. That's the game is cold, bro. That dude was wrong for bringing her to that event. That dude was wrong for trying to be serious with a woman you met on a Pop the Balloon game show. What's wrong with you, man? Like, don't you know who you are? And these a lot of these guys don't realize who they are, but they're dealing with women who are experts at this game. This is what Myron Gaines talks about all the time. Like, these dudes are ill-equipped to deal with these young girls. Why? Because these young women, they've been dealing with guys since they were girls. Like, if you look at it in a martial arts kind of terminology, like, she's a grandmaster. Like, you know, what do you call those? Like, you know, 13-degree black belt or however high it goes, right? And he's just barely a white belt trying to deal with this woman. He has no clue, right? Put it in military terms. Like, most women in the dating game, all women, period, in military terms, all women, period, in the dating game are Delta Force operators. That's the kind of skill set they have. That's where they are. That's what they've been dealing with. They're Delta Force operators. And the dudes in the game, the majority of guys are Boy Scouts, right? They're Boy Scouts. They're literally like assistant patrol leader, Boy Scouts, working on merit badges and skill awards. They're Boy Scouts dealing with a Delta Force level operator in open combat. That's what Myron meant. Like, you out here dealing with these girls, man, and they got bazookas and miniguns, and you out there with a slingshot, with a broken rubber band on top of that. A homemade slingshot out of an old hanger and a rubber band, and she's out there with a Vulcan, a minigun, right? It's you don't stand a chance if you're not gamed up. That's what the whole manosphere, the mano swamp, the red pill is about. It's about understanding, hey man, this is the game today, bro. This is how it is. That football player was ill-equipped to deal with that woman. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. She's fine. She probably was a good time. That's the kind of woman I would definitely have in the rotation, because she's gonna be down to go to any event. Hey, what's up, girl? What's happening? Call up your homegirls. We about to go to the event. We about to get lit. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up. You know what I mean? Like I said, pulling up in the G-Wagon. Get all your girls in here. Let's go. They all pile in, man, and we pull up to wherever we go. Matter of fact, I'm going to have a driver. I'm going to be sitting in the back with the girls, passing, you know what I'm saying? Passing the tequila, passing the Hennessy around. Boom, boom, boom. We about to have a good time. We about to go into this space, and I'm going to look like the G because I'm walking in here with 12 10s, 12 certified dimes. That's the red pill, right? I'm going to pull up, and I'm going to be standing right there with his dimes. we going to mix our flocks up together. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bang some of his. He going to bang some of mine. It is what it is. Because Abba ain't got that moral high ground no more. But he's right about what they're taking with this girl here. He's right. Like, they're saying what they're saying. Yeah, she looks bad. But that's just the game, y'all. That's just the game. Right? And again, I ain't mad at her, man. She's doing what she was doing. She got you like, this dude's a lame. And I have all these other dudes out here. They're football players too. They got money too. I got all these other guys. I'm going to have some fun with them. Guarantee you she smashed somebody that night. Right? Guaranteed. And Miss AKA lady, you know what I mean? He doesn't need to change. There are women who appreciate a calm personality. Yeah. But those women aren't in their 20s. I hate to say it, sis. He is going to change because football players are all alphas and they hate to lose. He just lost. And he's getting clowned. You don't think they're talking about this in the locker room? You don't think they're going to be talking about this on the field? Right? You don't think dudes going to be like, you couldn't smash it, bro? I smashed it last night, man. What's wrong with you, bro? Something wrong with you? Your thing don't work, bro? You know what I'm saying? You rainbow, bro? You the rainbow clue? You in the rainbow clan, bro? Right? He's got to deal with all of that. He's got to deal with all that. That's why it's going to change. Those guys don't like to lose. They don't like to lose. Right? So they change. It don't take much. Guys like, they're going to change. They're going to go out there and they're going to smash something. He's going to change. I wish this were the truth. And, I wish that guy could go out there and find him a baddie who was, calm and just like him, and boom. I wish I could say that he can find her. Is she out there? Sure. She's out there somewhere, but she's not on the Pop the Balloon challenge. She's not at Dave and Buster's, Dave and Buster's or wherever they were. You know what I mean? She's not in the lounge. She's not in the club. She's not, at the penthouse party. She's not on a yacht party. Right? And that's why these dudes are out here sourcing their women. This is why they get wrecked. This is how they wind up with Brittany Renner. Right? This is how they get wrecked. You know what I mean? So he didn't bring her to that event per se. It was prearranged after the show by the producers, I think. Oh, okay. So what he should have done in that case, bro, like, this is kind of already set up, is out of his control. Take her somewhere beforehand. Like, hey, the event starts at 8:00. All right, bet. I'm going to pick you up at 4. And we're going to go get a late lunch. And we're going to go do this, that, and the third. Get her to come holler at you. And if she doesn't do it, if she's like, I can't make it, I can't do it, I'll just see you at the event, bet she's not into you. Then it doesn't even matter. then it doesn't even matter. Then it's like he didn't even have to show up really unless he was contractually obligated to show up. You know what I mean? Boom. And I wouldn't have been paying for her stuff either. I would have gotten her beforehand to talk to her to see what's up with her. You know, I'm just gonna run the game, see what's going on. Right? I'm gonna pick you up early. I'm gonna pick you up at 4. We're gonna go do this, you know what I mean? And then we're gonna run over to the event. I would have done that. Brother Mandrell was like, the game's a game. I agree with you on that. But that chick was wrong. You can get. I don't think she was wrong, man. That's just it's all fair in love and war. All fair in love and war. Women in their 20s want drama and chaos. They do. It's exciting. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's part of the experiences, man. It's exciting. You know, they don't want to be bored. And this guy just doesn't understand the game. So let's get back to what was going on, man. So we watched the clip. Now, Abba is back to criticizing someone else's dating behavior, right? I mean, he calls her nasty, disrespectful, foul, disgusting. You know what I mean? He was saying what he was saying. And he probably said all that after, because I cut the clip. But if you go back and watch it, he said what he had to say. And the question becomes, has enough time passed? Because we're talking about Abba. Right? Has enough time passed? Is this simply moving on with business as usual? And his people, and I think it was Brother Ted said it. Like, you have to really do something bad. You have to really do something bad, like to kids or to old people, to lose your core audience. And Brother Ted, I think you're right. And I think that's that bears out here. You got to do something really bad. And I guess knocking up 3 girls at the same time and doxing them and everything else he did wasn't bad enough, I guess. And they have a huge female following. Like, there's a lot of women that rock with Abba and preach. And these women haven't gone anywhere. Their numbers haven't gone down. They're still at 2.6 million subscribers. So people didn't unsubscribe. Then you look at the numbers of their views, for maybe a month or so, month and a half, their kind of views were kind of teetering, but now, boom, it's right back up to the normal view count. You know what I mean? 500,000 plus. Whenever they put something out, 500,000 plus views, they're right back to it, man. So is this hypocrisy, right? So let's define it. Hypocrisy isn't making sense. It's often understood as condemning in others' conduct, that you excusing yourself, but applying different standards to yourself than to others, right? Is Abba doing that? You know what I mean? Is Abba doing that? Do as I say, not as I do type thing, or not? Obviously, I believe he is on that do as I say, not as I do thing. But he's also running the business. He's got to get his money too. I understand that. He can't just bury his head in the sand. He's going to have to push forward at some point. And it looks like it's working, right? So can bad people give good advice? Right? I made the example of Andrew Tate. Can bad people give good advice? Can Andrew Tate give good advice every now and then? Can Donald Trump give good advice every now and then? Right? Can Bernie Madoff, he's gone now, but could he have given good advice every now and then? Right? Can they give good advice? A financial advisor who filed bankruptcy, right, or got locked up, Bernie Madoff, he knows the game. He can at least help you spot a scam, right? A marriage counselor who got divorced, can they give you good advice? Shout out to Derek Jackson. A fitness coach who's overweight, see a lot of that, especially in the Midwest. Pastor who cheated, that's a good one. It's a lot of pastors cheating. A lot of pastors, like male pastors, cheating with men. Ooh, double whammy. But can they teach? Right? Can they still teach? And then we got to talk about the internet, man. Like, we got to talk about how the internet gets involved. And it's like it's more people looking at a situation than normally would be if it weren't for the internet, right? And it's like people like me who are looking at it, it's like, wow, this is crazy. We got other people looking at it, but the people who are close to it, I guess those are the ones who matter the most. And then does intent matter? Right? Does intent matter? Right. So the woman in the clip, she leaves another guy with the bill, which was That was terrible. That was a gangster move, but predictable. I mean, she didn't tell him to pay my stuff. He came in there and said, well, just put her stuff on my bill. He didn't have to say that. He could have waited. He took care of it anyway, but I don't blame her for that. She pursues someone else. She doesn't acknowledge the man who paid. That's terrible. Didn't even thank him. Maybe she thanked him later, a few days later when she texted him back. Doesn't apologize until later. She was too busy having fun. I'm telling you, man, I know she got her back blown out. She had a good old time. Right? I'm not mad at her for doing anything, any of those things. I think that's on the guy for not having a game. You got to understand how this works out here, fam. Like, these girls don't care if you're a football player. They ain't even recognize you. They could care less. You're way over 6 feet, fit, right? Well over six figures, even though they didn't know that. Handsome. You know what I'm saying? He got curbed in real time, right? So I don't blame her for any of that, but, just compare the situations. This is what she did, right? She left the guy with the bill. She pursued someone else, right? She didn't acknowledge the man who paid. She didn't apologize until later, right? Now let's look at what Abba did. Multiple relationships at once. Multiple pregnancies, allegedly. Allegations that the women were not fully aware of the overlapping relationships. Right? I'm having all kind of problems with my computer setup. There we go. So you look at what Abba did compared to what she did. Are these comparable? Or are they completely different? Right? Are these comparable? She left the dude with the bill. She didn't, she pursued someone else. She didn't acknowledge the brother who brought her there and paid for her stuff. She didn't do that. She didn't apologize until later. But what did Abba do? What Abba was doing was definitely different. Multiple relationships at the same time. Well, I guess there's some overlap there. Multiple relationships at the same time. I guess you can argue she was trying to start a relationship with a dude, and then she tried, left to actively pursue a relationship with someone else, even though it was extremely short term. I guess there's some overlap there. Multiple pregnancies. No one got pregnant here that we know of. So that's a little bit different. And then the allegations that the women weren't aware of what Abba was doing compared to Shorty. The dude that Shorty was with was completely aware of what was going on. He saw her talking to other people, right? He realized she left with other people. So there's not a lot of overlap there. Not a lot. So what creates moral authority? Who do you listen to? Someone who is perfect, right? I'm talking to y'all out there. Who do you listen to? Someone who is perfect or someone who's honest about their mistakes? There's a difference. And see, that's where I dig down on this. Right? Is Abba honest about his mistakes? Does he even acknowledge that maybe he did something wrong? Or did he just sit back, weather the storm? Now that the storm's over, he's back to saying what he wants to say about what he wants to say. You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? Brother Financial's in the building. What's happening, fam? Hey, yo, I took a nap today, so I'm a holiday. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be on Brother Ronan's platform, man. So I'm gonna be over there tonight. I took a nap. I'm gonna make sure I come holler at y'all over there. And I want to hear what y'all got to say about that topic. Dating overseas or whatever. I want to see that. But shout out to you, bro. But is Abba? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so, Miss AKA lady. Was it said all of Abba's relationships were at the same time? Yes, that's the allegation. That's the allegation. Like he was rocking with multiple women, and then of course the women who came through, it looked like their pregnancies even overlapped, and they were comparing notes. Like there was allegedly Abba sent some videos when he was pleasing himself, you know what I'm saying? Videos to both the girls, and they were like, yeah, he sent me the same video, and they kind of comparing notes. So it was implied that this was all going on at the same time. I think they were overlapping, like checking dates and stuff like that. So, but yes, I think that it was implied that that's what he was doing. And again, we're only talking about the women that we know of. We know that there are more women out there. I mean, that's how baby, he was running game. He was running game. He's got the money. He's flying the women in. Like, he's not even going to them. He's like flying them in, doing his thing, flying them back home. Right. It was the woman from North Carolina. I think it was a woman from Northern California. It was a woman from Switzerland. Right. And the thing that got me, Abba's legal team sent some sort of legal notice to the woman's employer. It was kind of like a cease and desist, or it was more of a intend to file kind of thing if your employee doesn't stop kind of thing. I thought that was, whoa. I'm like, yo, that's damn. So I don't know how true that is, but she was reading the letter. She read the email, right on screen. And then, allegedly, Abba doxed a couple of those women too, like put their first and last name out there, and their employers, like what companies they work for and where they were on the planet. That was, like I said, dark triad shit. So I don't know if Abba is someone who's honest about their mistakes, to be honest with you. I don't think he believes he made any mistakes. He was just doing what he was doing and kind of got caught up. He's out here being a player. If you're out here being a player, sometimes you get caught up. Right. And honestly, he should have, in my opinion, just came out and said it like, yo, yeah, I'm a player. I know I said all that stuff about those red pill guys and Fresh and all those other people, but I'm just like them. Just like them. I love the Foxy Brown. You know what I mean? I love that box. That's what it is. Did Abba earn his credibility back? Right? Has he apologized? And that's a real question. I don't know if he's apologized. I haven't come across anything that, like, maybe I don't know if he apologized. And if he did, how did he, like, apologize to the women? Hey, I'm sorry for doxing you. Hey, I'm sorry for all of this. I don't know. I'm sorry for having my lawyers send off that letter to your employer. Did he do that? I don't know. Has he changed? Probably not. Probably not. I think he's probably getting more women now than he was then. That's just how the game goes. Has he demonstrated accountability? I don't think so. Has enough time passed, or was the controversy simply forgotten? And I think his people just kind of let it go. I think he just let it go. Right? And the internet historically has a very, 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 very short memory. Right? So, here on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, news cycles, think about the news cycles. Think about what goes on with the politicians. People have very, very short memories these days. Everything disappears after a few weeks. In this case, they gave it a few months. Seems to be over. Should it? Or should public figures expect people to remember? And in the case of Abba, they're going to be forced to remember this all the time, because if it's not me, it's going to be someone else who talks about this. Like I was talking to people in my YouTube trenches over here, and they were like, what? I didn't know about that. Like, oh, check these videos out. And they're like, oh my goodness. So they're going to be talking about it on their platforms. So it doesn't necessarily go away, but people need to be reminded, because I think they want it to go away. Not just Abba and Priest, but I think his community wants it to go away, but it ain't going nowhere. Right? So finally, can you separate the message from the messenger? Right? Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Bill Clinton, Dr. Martin Luther King, many accomplished people had significant personal flaws. Should their ideas automatically be dismissed? And it's funny. Look who we're talking about. Jordan, one of the most powerful men in sports. Tiger Woods, one of the most powerful men in sports. Bill Clinton, one of the most powerful men in politics. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., one of the most powerful men that ever lived. Right? All of them had problems with what? 304s. All of them. Like all of them. All of them had problems with chicks, man. Chicks. So fellas, y'all definitely gonna have to gear up, man. This is the thing. You're gonna have to stay on top of the game. Can you win? Of course you can win. But you just gotta watch your step. Yep, Dr. B is right, man. That Abba topic was hot for about a month or so, then it died off fast. Why? Because the people in their community wanted it to go away. Now it's gonna always keep coming back here and there, like I'm doing here. Other people are gonna do it. It's gonna keep coming back. Another story's gonna come out. Abba's gonna mess with some chicken here. It's gonna be some baddie. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like the new Brittany Renner. He's gonna bang some 20-something right? Some 20, 21-year-old baddie, and then she's gonna jump right online. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get her clout up. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. There's no getting around it. The only thing that might change, I think Abba's legal team is gonna give him a stack of like disclosure forms. Like, yo, they gotta sign this before you do anything. They gotta sign this, man. They gotta sign this. Like, that's what a lot of the top tier dudes are doing these days, man. Like, Drake's been doing it. The Hollywood guys do it. Like, you want to come in here, you got to sign these disclosures, bro. You got to come in here. You know what I mean? Like, you can't talk about anything you see in here. If you do, we're coming after you. Right? And that's just one way of trying to protect themselves. They're going to do it. Right? They're going to do it. So I guess I'm wondering, would you guys trust dating advice from someone who cheated or lied or fathered children with multiple partners, multiple women, divorced 3 times, admitted past mistakes? At what point do you forgive? Like, I don't have a problem with people cheating per se, because so many people do it. But if you're trying to give me advice on how to be a wholesome dad and a wholesome husband, but you cheat all the time, I'm not really listening to you. But again, you might know what you're talking about. Everyone lies, but if you're the kind of person that only does right and only lies when you lie when you get in trouble instead of just owning it, I don't know if I'm gonna listen to you. Having multiple kids with multiple women, that's not really a thing, in my opinion. I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, most men can't pull that off. So especially if you're taking care of your kids or whatever, divorced 3 times, I might wonder why. I will listen to you just to kind of figure out, like, why in the hell would someone do that? 3 times married, 3 times divorced. If you admit your past mistakes, I'm definitely gonna listen to you more. Right. So, but yeah, at what point do you forgive? I guess at some point, even someone like me, I have to let it go with Abba. But it is what it is. None of us are perfect, though, right? None of us are perfect. But the higher you place yourself as someone judging over other people's character, the more closely people will examine your own. This is why I don't put myself on that high horse. I don't take the moral high ground. I just look at it for what it is. I assess what's going on in front of me and I move accordingly. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'm not going to judge you for cheating. Why am I so upset at Abba? Because he's a snake, the way he moves. That's my problem. I don't have a problem with what he's doing. It's how he's doing it and then turning around and then saying what he's saying about all these other people. Like, I'm keeping 100, man. Like, what he did, they just going after the women. It's the same as, like I said, the red pillars. But the doxing part, the harassment part, going after, their jobs, like, bringing in their employers into the whole thing, that's over the top. That part right there is just god awful. So that's my problem with Alba. Like, I don't know anybody who's done stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, so he's judging people closely, so people gonna judge him closely. The thing is, it just kind of went away fast. Will they give him another pass when it happens again? We'll have to wait and see. Right? That isn't cancel culture. That's accountability. And if you choose to become a public commentator on relationships, people are naturally going to ask you whether your own conduct matches the standards you're applying to everyone else. Right? Fair enough. Fair enough. So, yeah, I bet you the story's going to come out like, yeah, man, we were trying to go hang out with Abba, but he made us sign these forms. It's like, we can't hang out with him unless we sign these forms. So we decided not to sign the forms. I wouldn't be surprised if I heard something like that come out. And then I'll be like, oh, that's just my legal team. We're just trying to protect ourselves. There's so many people out here trying to get me. But I'm telling you, man, he's going to come across a dime. He's going to come across a dime. He just can't resist. He's going bang it. It's going bang it. It's going to be the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like when Fresh went with the same thing that Fresh went through with Daisy. It's going to be the same thing with the next chick for Abba. It's going to happen. And then people talk about Preach. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I kind of feel bad for Preach. Preach is kind of stuck in a situation. I mean, he's tied to Alba. They say Preach is married, but the way he moves, I don't know, bro. I think he might be on the other team. Be honest with you. I think he might be on the other team, but he could just be one of those guys that are just like really effeminate. Like, he does the dance. There's a video of him out there dancing. And, you know, in the dance world, I guess that's how they get down, but it looks awfully gay to me. But hey, man, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You know, because people keep saying, like, no, he's married and everything. I'm like, bro, that might be a lavender marriage, or maybe he married some woman that he was cool with so she can get some citizenship or something. I don't know. Because dude comes off very sassy to me. Preach comes off very sassy. But he ain't out there. He didn't get caught up. Abba got caught up. And Preach understands, like, yeah, bro. Like, dude, I can't believe you got caught up like this. And you didn't tell me about this stuff when it was going down. I thought we was cool, bro. I thought we was, I guess we're just business partners. You ain't telling me? How am I supposed to protect the brand if you don't tell me how you are endangering the brand? Right? So you got that. You know, Preach might have been thinking about moving on. Like, you know what? Let's just move on. But again, they're making tons and tons of money. They're making millions of dollars. And if they're still making millions of dollars, they're going to stick to it. So, yeah, I do feel bad for Preach a little bit. And I know I was going to do it again. Preach knows I was going to do it again. And it's just a matter of time before he gets caught. So we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. But, yeah, that's the show. That's the show, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. Got it all off my chest. So I won't be making another Abba video until he gets caught again. So I wonder what's the over-under on Abba getting caught up with a 304 between now and the end of the year. I wonder if you can bet on that. He got all these places where you can bet on stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what's the over-under on Abba from Abba and Preach getting caught up in another sex scandal before the end of the year? Someone should look that up. That would be a decent prop bet. So that's it. That's all I got for today. I did a show earlier today, man, talking about the debt wall. Please check that out. Let me know what y'all think. I think we're headed for some financial hardships ahead, bro. I really do. And then we'll be back tomorrow, man. Not quite sure what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. Either we'll talk about the Democratic Socialists, we'll do a political show, or we might do a show where I might continue my conversation that I had with my people. We were talking about how the dating dynamics and the sexual marketplace is shifting. And why women are saying partner and why dudes are saying partner as opposed to husband or wife. You know what? That might be the show tomorrow. That might be the show tomorrow. Be looking for the thumbnail. I'll make up my mind between now and 5 o'clock tomorrow. But wrapping this up, man. Wrapping this up. Congress just sold out America, shaking my head. We're going to look at that. I'm going to see what Vandrell's talking about. I'm about to look that up in a second. Probably talking about giving the military the supplemental they needed. I don't know. We're going to get into that. So anyway, that's it. I'm DL Saint. This is the I Really Want to Know podcast. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty.
Darn, that's the end.
Thanks for watching. Really appreciate your support. And if you like that video, check out this one or maybe that one. We'll see you around. Peace.